Hello, welcome to Screen Talk with yours truly, Nomfanelo. Just before this recording, I did my live reaction to the nominations for the 2026 Primetime Emmy Awards. I have the full reaction on Buy Me a Coffee. I'll leave a link in the description. That's in audio format only. Let's get into the nominations themselves. Just based on what I've seen thus far, it seems like the usual stuff got nominated, and obviously there are surprises. So let's take a look here. So for comedy series, we have Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Margot's Got Money Troubles, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, Shrinking, and Widow's Bay. I'm really curious to see which one is going to take it because obviously last year the studio essentially swept the comedy categories. So if I were to guess right now, I think Hacks could take this because the last season was a phenomenal season with that one. So I think I could see that one. Maybe Widow's Bay because I've been hearing great things about it. I have not seen the show yet as of the time of this recording, so probably that one. I would guess, or maybe Shrinking, because I hear that one's pretty great as well too. But curious to see what's gonna come up here. And then next up for lead actor in comedy series, we have Yahya Abdul Mateen II for Wonder Man, Steve Carell for Rooster, Matthew Reese for Widow's Bay, Jason Segel for Shrinking, and Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building. I was surprised that Yaya got nominated for Wonder Man because I wasn't sure how that show like would do, but yeah, he got nominated, so good for him, and also to Steve Carell for Rooster, um, good for the nomination there. Matthew Reese, spoiler alert, he's a double nominee for not just for Widow's Bay but also to for The Beast of Me in the limited series category. But yeah, interesting. So I think anything can happen here, but we shall see. And then lead actress, we have Quinta Brunson for Abbott Elementary, Io Edeberry for The Bear, Elle Fanning for Margot's Got Money Troubles, Lisa Kudrow for The Comeback, and Jean Smart for Hacks. Not too surprised here, but oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, because I see that Io got nominated for The Bear, but Jeremy Allen White did not, which is interesting there. So probably Jane Smart could take this again, but we shall see. And also, yeah, with Nobody Wants This, so both Kristen Bell and Adam Brody did not get nominated here, which is interesting. I think that probably because of the reception of the second season and all that stuff. But yeah, there's that. And then supporting actor in comedy series, we have Coleman Domingo for The Four Seasons, Paul W. Downs for Hacks, Harrison Ford for Shrinking, Nick Offerman for Margot's Got Money Troubles, Stephen Root for Widow's Bay, Micah Uri for Shrinking, and Tyler James Williams for Abbott Elementary. All right. Curious to see how this one is going to turn out because I remember last year people were predicting Harrison Ford to win for Shrinking, but he lost to Jeff Hiller, who um, who co-presented the Emmy nominees earlier today. But maybe Harrison Ford could take it this time, or who knows? Maybe it could go to Stephen Root for Widow's Bay because I've been hearing great things about the show, or maybe Nick Offerman, or maybe Paul W. Downs. But yeah, interesting. So congrats to the nominees here. And then supporting actress, we have Dale Dickey for Widow's Bay, Hannah Einbinder for Hacks, Janelle James for Abbott Elementary, Kato Flynn for Widow's Bay, Michelle Pfeiffer for Margot's Got Money Troubles, Megan Stalter for Hacks, and Jessica Williams for Shrinking. Alrighty. Yay, this is a good crop of nominees here. I believe last year Hannah Einbinder won for Hacks. Maybe she could take it again here for the final season. But yeah, good on Megan Stalter for getting nominated because she's been phenomenal on Shona, and I'm like finally she got nominated for the show, which is great here. So maybe either the Hacks ladies could take it, or maybe any of the ladies from Widow's Bay. But we shall see. And then we have guest actor in comedy series. So we have Michael J. Fox for Shrinking, Brett Goldstein for Shrinking, Hamish Linklater for Widow's Bay, Christopher McDonald for Hacks, Rob Reiner for The Bear, and Connor Story for SNL. Alrighty. Now I see. I bet many people are going to be upset with Heat of Rivalry not being nominated for the Emmys. That's because it's ineligible because it's not an American production, I believe. So probably we could see that show getting nominated for the International Emmy Awards. I don't know when those will be announced, but probably I would say stay tuned for that one. But yeah, interesting here. So I have a feeling I think Rob Reiner is going to take it for The Bear. Yeah, because he unfortunately passed away like earlier this year, and how that went about was shocking. But yeah, I could see him taking this. It'll be like a posthumous win, or maybe like Hacks. Christopher McDonald could take it for Hacks, or maybe Widow's Bay. But we'll see here. But congrats to the nominees. For guest actress in comedy series, we have Leslie Bibb for Hacks, Jamie Lee Curtis for The Bear, Betty Gilpin for Widow's Bay, Cherry Jones for Hacks, Laurie Metcalf for Hacks, Caitlin Olsen for Hacks, Lauren Weedman for Hacks. Oh, good! Wow, that's wow. Yeah. Maybe any of the Hacks people could take it, or maybe I could see Widow's Bay taking it. Jamie Lee Curtis has won this category before, but yeah, this is quite interesting here. Yeah, yeah, with the actress that plays the mayor on Hacks, I'm like, wow, oh, she got nominated. I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. And then we see directing for comedy series. We have Abbott Elementary, The Bear, The Chair Company, Hacks, The Miss Pat Show. Oh, interesting. And Widow's Bay. Yeah, that's cool right there. And then let's see, for writing, we have Abbott, The Chair Company, The Comeback, Hacks, Jury Duty. Oh, a second season. And Widow's Bay. Interesting there. Now we move on to drama series. So we have The Diplomat, The Gilded Age, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. I believe that's the spin off for Game of Thrones. Paradise, The Pit, Pluribus, Slow Horses, and Your Friends and Neighbors. Interesting. So I think The Pit could take this again. I see some people think that Pluribus might have a shot at this. I mean, we shall see. But yeah, interesting crop here of nominees. And then lead actor, we have Sterling K. Brown for Paradise, Gary Oldman for Still Horses, Mark Ruffalo for Task, Rufus Sewell for The Diplomat, and Noah Wiley for The Pit. Yeah, I was surprised with Rufus Sewell being nominated for The Diplomat, but yeah, otherwise, yeah, good on this crop of nominees. I think Noah Wiley's most likely going to take this again. If not, maybe I could see Mark Ruffalo taking it for Task, or Sterling K. Brown. It'd be cool if Gary Oldman could win for Slow Horses, but yeah, good on that. And then lead actress in drama, we have Carrie Coon for The Gilded Age, Chase Infinity for The Testaments, Kerry Russell for The Diplomat, Ray Seahorn for Pluribus, and Zendaya for Euphoria. I think many people were unsure whether Euphoria was going to be nominated given the divisiveness of the season that just ended. Also, too, the show ended as well too. But yeah, good on Zendaya for getting nominated. So this is interesting because I believe for SAG, Kerry Russell won for The Diplomat, which many people found surprising because they thought it would be given to Ray Seahorn for Pluribus. But it looks like it'll probably be between those two, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm glad Chase Infinity got nominated for Testaments because she got snubbed for the Oscar for One Battle, and hey, she got Emmy nominated for The Testaments. So good for her on that. And then supporting actor in drama series, we have, oh yay, Patrick Ball for The Pit, Billy Crudup for The Morning Show, Sean Hannity for The Pit, Jaron Howell for The Pit, wow, Jack Lowden for Slow Horses, Tom Felfie for Task, and Carlos Manuel Vesca for Pluribus. This category is interesting because it could go in numerous ways. It could go to any of the guys from The Pit. I would probably keep my eye out on Patrick Ball for The Pit if I were to guess. Or maybe Tom Felfie for Taz because he was phenomenal on that show. But that's who I think probably could win amongst the nominees. But yeah, a good crop of nominees, and I'm glad that they finally recognize more people from the pit here, which is nice here. And then supporting actress, let's see here, because I haven't seen this one yet. So we have, oh yay, Taylor Dearden for The Pit. That's great. Fiona Dorr for The Pit. Awesome. Alison Janney for The Diplomat. Yay. And then, Kathleen Lalassa for The Pit. And then Sepida Moafi for The Pit. Julianne Nicholson for Paradise. And Carolina Beedra for Pluribus. Wow, awesome. Yay, more people from The Pit got nominated. Awesome. So yeah, Kathleen and also won last year for the in this category. Maybe she could win again, or it could go to maybe I could see Sepida getting the win here, or maybe Taylor Dearden. But yeah, it is interesting. Congrats on the nominees here. And then guest actor in a drama series. Let's see. We have Coleman for Euphoria, Ernest Hardinger for the Pit. Oh, that's great. And then Jeff Hiller for Pluribus. Jeff Kober for The Pit. Awesome. Jonathan Price for Slow Horses. And Bradley Whitford for The Diplomat. Oh, that's great. That's great. Good crop of nominees here. I would like to see Ernest Harden get the win here for The Pit. Because his arc was phenomenal with the second season. But yeah, any of the wins here, I'll be thrilled here. And then guest actress. Oh wow, Brittany Allen, she got nominated for The Pit. Awesome. Tal Anderson for The Pit, and then Tina Ivlev for The Pit. Awesome. Miriam Shore for Pluribus. Merritt Weaver for The Gilded Age, and Shailene Woodley for Paradise. Wow. I mean, if you have not heard, because apparently HBO did not submit Brittany Allen for this, and so she submitted herself. I remember there's a whole story on that, but yeah, she got nominated, so good for her. I would love to see her win, or any of the pit ladies could win here. But yeah, this is great. This is great. And then for directing, let's see here. We have The Gilded Age, Paradise, The Pit, Pluribus, Soul Horses, and Tass. That's interesting here. Also, Noah Wiley got nominated for directing. Oh, that's cool here. That is cool. But yeah, interesting. And then for writing, we have two The Pits. We have Diplomat, Pluribus, Soul Horses, and Tass. Interesting. Curious which one for The Pit or for the 1 p.m. episode, and then 12 p.m. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Cool, cool, cool. And then I'm breezing this fast. So limited series, we have All Her Fault, The Beast in Me, Beef, DTF St. Louis, and Love Story. Interesting. I could see, I don't know, maybe DTF St. Louis or maybe Beef with second season. I have not seen any of these shows, but I'm sure any of these ones could take it. And then for TV movie, we have Heads of State. Okay. Love You, People We Meet on Vacation, Remarkably Bright Creatures, and the Jack Ryan Ghost War. I could see Remarkably Bright Creatures take this one because I did see Sally Field was nominated also too. So I could see that one, but we shall see. And then lead actor limited series, limited or anthology series or movie. Glad Riz Ahmed got nominated for Bait. I wish it could have got more with that show, but it is what it is. And then we have Jason Bateman for Black Rabbit, Charlie Hunnam for Monster, Ed Gain Story, Oscar Isaac, and Matthew Reeves for Beast to Me. Interesting. I'm really curious what's going to happen with Matthew Reeves because who knows? Maybe he could win for either Beast to Me or with Widow's Bay, or there's a world where he could win for both. So curious to see what's going to happen there. And then lead actress, we have Claire Danes for Beast to Me, Sally Field for Remarkably Bright Creatures, Carey Mulligan for Beef, Sarah Pigeon for Love Story, and Sarah Snook for All Her Fault. Cool, cool, cool. And then supporting actor in limited or anthology series or movie, we have Jason Bateman for DTF St. Louis, Richard Gadd for Half Man, David Harbour for DTF St. Louis, Richard Jenkins for DTF St. Louis, and Charles Melton for Beef. So I thought with Half Man would probably do more, but it seems like so far from what I've seen, only Richard Gadd got nominated. So again, I have not seen any of these shows, so I would not know for sure. But yeah, interesting. Oh, and I forgot Nick Offerman for Death by Lightning. Cool, 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 cool. And then moving on. So supporting actress, we have Linda Cardellini for DTF St. Louis, Dakota Fanning for All Her Fault, Lori Metcalf for Monster, Joy Sunday for DTF St. Louis, Yeon Yeon Jung for Beef, and Constance Zimmer for Love Story. So cool. It seems like they really like DTF St. Louis, so maybe I don't know, either of those could take it, or maybe Young Jung could win for Beef, because if she does win, she'll be halfway towards EGOT, I believe, because she did win the Oscar for Minari, and if she wins here for Beef, she has two down and two to go with EGOT status. But cool, cool, cool. And then directing for limited or anthology. So, oh, just four here. So we have two for Beef, one for Black Rabbit, and DTF St. Louis. And then for writing, we have All Her Fault, Beast in Me, Beef, Death by Lightning, and DTF St. Louis. Cool, 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 cool. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the nominees? Who do you think will win? Any ones that stand out to you? Are there any snubs? Because I bet there's going to be articles in terms of surprises and snubs. I have not seen those yet as of the time of this recording. But yeah, there is that. So just let me know in the comment section, what do you think about all this stuff? If you want to support me, visit buymeacoffee.com/Nomfanelo, where you could donate, and also to look at exclusive posts there. Also, too, I do have a community tab here on my YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to the channel, feel free to leave comments there as long as it's under community guidelines. And if you want to follow me on social media, my links are in the description. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to catch you on the next one.